What's good YouTube? And welcome to the house. The ban list in general stirs the pot and gets a lot of people off their keysters in order to go grab cards and get ready for that next format. And with remote tools, people are actually stacking up OTS packs and other stuff like that. But the most interesting hit that happened, I think, to talk about is the Called by the Grave to 1, where rogue decks even are like, what am I replacing Called by the Grave with? I had a Medolce player in stream last night, and there's just not a good answer for a going second OTK deck that does set up going first at times when forced to go first, but cards like Infinite and Permanence are probably it if you weren't already playing it, and we see those going up and off the market, very low quantities and up in price for the Ultra versions. Trip Tactics Talent was one of the first things that people jumped for in general, and we see the secret rare itself going back down towards 100. Here's people want to make sales. They're like, ah, yes, up from 70, free money, as it takes that first slot in Rise of the Duelist as the top card now. But you also have Trip's Tactic Talent, the Starlight rare, going up towards 500. This is about where I called that it would go up to from the initial jump. Now the question is, will it continue towards 600, which on the front page it could head there? Will it be the next Lightning Storm? Will it be that next Chase? Starlight, I think it has the highest potential when we're talking Rise of the Duelist in general as the Starlight rare. I've discussed that before, where you have this tied to an archetype. This is a really cool hand trap and piece of history, but out of the Starlights, it's just the clear winner. Forbidden Droplet kind of staying where it was along with the Dogmatica. The Dogmatica, of course, not receiving any hits. If anything, it's getting helped a lot by Call by the Grave going to 1, because you're sending stuff from the extra deck and constantly getting effects. Also, Cyframe Gear Gamma, the rares are going off the market at a pretty fast rate despite Unlimited Tomb Chaos. It's now at $1.50. You're paying around the $5 for a playset on the rare. And the collector rare, let's just talk about how bad the unlimited collector rare market is. Look how nobody wants to even think about touching those unlims. And the first eds are still sitting around 180, 175. You can get a playset under 180. You couldn't last night, actually. And you see them towards 200 lining up trying to get that money for the first editions. I do think that when we're talking highest rarity and that huge gap just like Ghost Rares happens, when you're going after these cards, that first edition stamp is very, very important on a higher rarity card. Cyframe Gear Beta only has one printing and got bought out last night. I don't think this should make its way into the metagame. It's an attack stopper. I don't like this as a pick for playing, but it does only have one printing out of high-speed riders, and I get that this has had buyouts before, so we see it raised in price here to where, well, there's only one near mint on copy. We'll see where it falls back out to, but I don't expect great sales rates for this as it falls out. And are you realistically playing it? Let me know in the comment section down below. Is it a little like, surprise, it's not just Gamma? Like, why are you playing this card, and does it work out for you? Stay Classy has their Ray Field Center up, and they already sold out of the number version, and they have an unlimited reserve that is almost gone. So use code WhatsGood5 to support the channel while shopping and get yourself 5% off if you want to celebrate Widow Anchor coming off the list with some unique art that looks pretty darn good. They almost have all the Eternal format Field Centers. Harpy's Feather Duster was the card of the stream of, John, should I get Harpy's Feather Duster? Is it going to keep going up? This is crazy. No, tons of people were prepared for this day in order to sell. Unless you have a very special version of Harpy's Feather Duster, I personally like the Prismatic Secret Rare from the video game, or the tournament pack, which even then I would be trying to make a sale at these prices. You should not be questioning keeping it if you have extras. I would sell them because it's highly likely a reprint will be coming. Are those Gold Series spoilers real? They're very educated guesses. As you see, Harpy's Feather Duster already came in gold rare, and it looks pretty darn nice. So I would think a reprint is definitely on the horizon for Harpy's Feather Duster. It's unlikely that Konami would peel it off the list and not have a plan to sell it. So I would get rid of your lower kinds of copies that are extra. Just get them out of there. That's my take on it. Domain of the True Monarchs got bought out for the super rare version, and even the common is almost out of quantities. Last night it was a low of 20. Here we see that it is a low of $13 already as people try to make sales and clamor over each other. don't buy this at these prices. Wait for it to fall back out. If you sold out and you're coming back because Pantheism is actually off of the list, good for you. Most true fans would already have the super rares in anticipation for this movement. Now, when we come to Pantheism, it's a $3 card out of structure deck before it's 4. That's also pretty good eating thanks to the ban list. I would be prepared to sell your extra copies if you were, like, stacking them up. When do I sell, John? Like, I've been waiting with these ban list cards. I ban list invest. Any time a ban list hits, your best time to sell is it within the day of the ban list and then after. And then you kind of miss that show unless there's multiple other buyouts. But Super Domain, I don't think Monarchs are going to be taking over. It might be Rogue at best, but it's even a stretch to head towards Rogue. Domain locking 2020. Everyone's prepared for Mystic Mine. Everybody has Spell and Trap Destruction ready in their side decks, and that really hurts at least Domain Monarchs. DD Lamia has been the talk of the town as well, but not jumping in price at all. 1 card Needle Fiber with the engine. You have to play extra cards for the engine when we're talking about the actual contracts and that sort of stuff, so I don't necessarily like this as a pick to go towards Needle Fiber, but people are talking about it. And also, Colt Wing has quickly become what people are going after O-Line got banned. This card reads, and you see it has 2 versions, very low quantities on both. When this card is special summon 2 Mecha Phantom Beast tokens. You must control another Mecha Phantom Beast monster to activate and resolve this effect, which would be Auroradon, pretty easy, or, you know, even a Mecha Phantom Beast token, because that would be a Mecha Phantom Beast monster. This card's level is increased by a total level of all Mecha Phantom Beast monsters you control. While you control a token, this card cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Once per turn, you contribute 2 tokens, target a card your opponent controls, destroy that target, and if you do, banish it. So it does have unique niche meta play, but the main thing you're using it for is you're going to be special summoning 2 Mecha Phantom Beast tokens, and you're going to also be looping your Deskbot, my brother, in order to Deskbot 001 is pretty much how people are going up with the combos still. Same combos, different day. That's pretty much what's happening, but this is where people are heading towards with that engine. Beatrice is up in price. I showed that Dante and the other Burning Abyss had gone up. I didn't think about our good old gold girl, and she is $18 plus right now. I don't think Burning Abyss honestly got helped that much with the peel-offs. They're hard once per turns on the effects. Tour Guide was already at 2, putting it to 3 does maximize their power plays if there's not a hand trap there, but I honestly don't think, like, versus their current gameplay, that they got helped that much. It's kind of crazy to say that here in 2020. Yeah, Graf and Seer back, you know, up on the list. It's not that much. It feels kind of like a lot of playing the same deck from what I'm seeing, but there are huge price spikes all over the place. Make your decisions based off of that, but I wouldn't be buying, I would be waiting a little bit, and maybe people will get frustrated with the deck. But yeah, we covered Dante. You see almost every single version of Dante is low on quantities except for the common, and even the common versus what it was at is pretty low quantity. Phoenix Rhino Warrior super rares also got bought out as people got excited for the day, and you see they are $15 plus. That is pretty ridiculous. It won't let me click on it. Also, to note, a lot of the online marketplaces are choked and lagging just from how many people are looking around / also shopping right now. Thanks for using that TCG player link in the description down below, costing you nothing extra to support the channel directly for the cards you'd already be buying. It was a huge day yesterday with the ban list. Rusty Bardish actually spiked all the way to 8th and has chilled out around 650, which is surprising for being locked behind a $30 MSRP product, but the hero decks did fail. A lot of people still have them like in, and they could rip them open if Rusty became too much, actually proving as a coolant on his price in the future. But with only 1 printing, it does look like you're spending around $7, which is pretty much a deal for what this card is, thanks to it being in structured decks. Talking about good old Rusty, the hand-in-hand deck, Orcust, until you get to Phantom Rage and you're also thinking about what you're going to play then. Orcust has a lot of price spikes with stuff like Ulti Galatea, a little baby bump within Girsu. Girsu also going up a couple dollars and almost running out of quantities here. A lot of attention. You have Orchestrated Return to 25. So people are like, yeah, Rusty's back. Orcust, I'm back, baby. And that's what was happening there. I don't know. It still has its bricky problems. You don't have Harport. Like, I just don't personally think, like, that Orcust does move up in power. Let's be real. But does it move into the stratosphere of meta? I don't know about that one just because of Rusty. This is one of the best decks for Rusty, but I don't know if it gets put straight back into the meta with it. We can wait and watch. My call is that it stays towards the rogue category, but we'll see if it moves to 1.5 or 1. Powertool Dragon has been talked about a lot with the Infernoble Knights, and I think that when looking at combos for looping, people are coming up with even crazier stuff, it seems like, than before the list, and innovating, and we see the ultimates going. The secret rares actually had the ones that were $10 last night. I'd pulled up on stream. Those are gone. We now see even the 10 version all the way up to $22. So the nicest versions of this going. You still have the ultra rares also bought out at this point, so you're down to, wow, even wait, the common's going on. You want a power tool dragon? Looks like you're paying for it. I refreshed all my tabs right before this, and I didn't get to look at this, so this is actually news to me. The power tool is gone instead of just going. Wow. Next up, DDD duo Don King Kali Yuga, along with the combo with Utopia Kaiser, is being talked about for the rank ups with Bardish, and I don't know, I think people would rather go Calamities than Kali King, but Kali King is also pretty darn good. You have multiple ways you can play your combos with Orcust/Bardish, and just consider where you're going since the rank up spells are completely off the list and looking pretty good. That being said, thank you for watching today's Market Watch. Thank you everybody who did, if it was as small as a desk bot, as big as a Starlight Rare, use that TCG player link yesterday. It really does help out the channel. And the market's in a crazy place, of course, with the ban list. There's tons of other things to look at, but I've already crammed all this information into one. We'll be back probably tomorrow with another Market Watch, and I have several other videos I want to do along the way. Thank you, everybody.